In this video, I'm going to give you further proof that you were born for a reason and purpose, and that you were born at the right time, that you're meant to be here now on the earth right now. As you know, we're going through a bunch of stuff. The world is going through a lot of changes, and it's been really crazy the last almost 2 years. But it's been going on much longer than that. We're just realizing and recognizing it at this point. And I am an intuitive life purpose coach. And I'm saying that because I didn't always have that title. Many of you might know that I did so many other things before that. And I had to keep shifting around and finding that place where I knew I was supposed to be. And now it's thrilling because I know it's to help other people figure out where they're meant to be and own that, because that's really what's going on. We just deny that we have this gift, this purpose, whatever it might be, to offer the world. And we do, every single person. But now is the time that we were meant to actualize that and come to know it in a big way, which is why we're experiencing the chaos and the craziness and all the things that have been happening in our world. So I'm going to give you this one. It's so funny. As we've been doing the talks, on Sundays, if you have not been there, please come. It's Conversations with Wilhelm, and I'm doing the last one this Sunday. There's a registration link that I'll leave for you to come, because what's happened is we've all been receiving information that has been incredibly helpful, causes us to feel a little more peace about what is going on, and for many people, it's caused them to awaken to who they are, to start moving in a new way in their lives. And I know if you have not been there, and if you have not even listened to me before, you might this might resonate for you, but you can see, wait a minute, something's happening. I've been wanting to change. I've been doing different things. I want to move in a new direction, whatever it might be. That's what your evolutionary journey is showing you now. And that's what came through in the messages too, and the talks on Sunday, is that every person has this individual journey, life journey that they're on, where they're evolving, and we're all doing it, but we do it at different times. We awaken to different things, and we're not all doing the same thing. Not everyone is meant to do what I'm doing. However, you are meant to live your purpose. And that's what's coming about for everyone right now. So it was so funny. I went out today for a walk, and as I was walking, I heard very clearly from my Wilhelm, "We told you everything in 2012. I go, what's that mean? I don't get it. And then I discovered that I had this folder on my computer from my writings. I write every day, as you know, anyadvicefortoday.com. You can go there and see all of my messages. I post them there every day, and I've done that for years. The other day, yesterday, I had an early meeting, and I've never done this. I've absolutely never done this. But I had an early meeting, and I was late. I didn't do my regular meditation, didn't do my message, and I like to get them out because that's what I do. And so I heard, go and find one of the old ones that you found the other day. Just use one of those. It will be appropriate for today. I said, okay. And I went and I did that. And the message that I posted that day, it said, there is always a way. That was to say to each of us, there's a way for us to get to where we're supposed to go, individually and collectively. And that's what's going on. And that's what they've been giving us. That's what this whole restructuring that we're all moving through, that's what it's supposed to do, is cause us to understand that. So then when I'm out walking this morning, I heard also, we gave you everything in 2012. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. And I happened to look that up. I go, if there's some significance that happened in 2012, and there's a lot of information out there about that. And I asked about spiritually. I said, is there any spiritual significance to that year? And then when you look, and I went and did a search and found something that said, oh, wow, yeah, a lot of different places, ideas, beliefs, ideologies, whatever, were coming together during that time. Okay, great. And then I find on my computer that I have one folder that says Wilhelm. That's it. The other folder where I have all the messages stored says any advice for today. But this one folder says Wilhelm. And it has only messages from 2012. And they said to me, anything you pick out of there now will inform what's going on in your life now and your world. It's because you have this problem with time. You think things are meant to happen in a particular way, which is what goes on with my clients too. We're impatient. We want things to happen right away. And so we're not understanding that there is a process that we each move through in terms of evolving. And that is typically accepting who we are. That's really all that it is. So anyway, I pulled out one and just want to read a couple of lines from it because they said anyone that I might pull out from that year, from the ones that mysteriously got saved in some strange folder, would make sense today. So let's see what happened. And this one, you can indeed experience the physical life you desire when you decide to focus on what is possible rather than what you have been taught and come to believe is not possible. I mean, just that in essence is what we are all moving through now. We're meant to move through our old limitations individually, meaning the stuff we've not been willing to do, what we've been holding back, how we've not been loving ourselves or being approving of who we are. That's what we're meant to move through now individually and then collectively. And the world is going through this kind of chaos so that we can all come together and understand more about one another. That's what the information that was coming through. But what they said, what keeps coming through on the Sunday talks is that each person, you have something in your journey on your path that you're moving through right now. And this particular time is giving you the energy, the impetus, the momentum to move forward if you decide to grab it. And that's where we all are. And I'm saying it's because the messages that have come through the talks, every talk, they took us back to understanding that we each have these times in our lives where things are presented to us and we have the opportunity to move toward them or not. And a lot of times we're just being afraid. I mean, I talk about this because, as you know, I wrote a book, Overcoming Fear. I had to do that first to move through all that junk to get to the place where I could finally come to what I was meant to do, which is helping others feel more secure in what they're doing in this life or believing that's what it is. Because that's typically what happens. When I meet with anyone, I can see what your purpose is. I can feel it. I can uncover it. I can guide you there. That doesn't mean you're going to do it, because we still have free will. We still can make different choices. And most of us have been making choices that did not support where we were going, which is, again, why this message says we have to begin focusing on what is possible rather than holding on to the old, thinking things can't happen, our world can't change, we can't be any different. Yeah, that's where we all are right now. And this came up for me, and speaking to a friend this morning who was looking at the conditions of the world and said, okay, nothing ever changes. And the information that comes through on that, yes, you're here to change it now. Nothing changed before because you're here to change it now. And that's what each of us are doing. And we've got to do it within ourselves first. And that's what this period is about. Anyway, I know you will get something out of this. And I know some of you who will hear this, the light bulbs will go off because you've been holding this back for a really, really long time. And you're feeling this urge to want to move into that place. Now you can. And come to the talk on Sunday. I'll leave the link again because everyone who comes feels that they've gotten something that helps them get through the week, helps them understand their lives in a whole new way. And we'll see what comes through this Sunday. All right, I'll see you there.